So
you know, I need to talk about my lawyers.
Okay.
You know, my lawyers that represented me in Tekashi 6ix9ine's in the civil case. Because now, mind you, we fast forward up. We're going to backtrack till he gets arrested. Mike gets. I cut my phone off because I tried to kill myself. I cut my phone off. When I cut it back on, the feds were no longer trying to call me because Tekashi had already pled guilty and raised his hand in the witness stand. I never had to talk to the feds. I sent in a victim's impact statement at the end of the trial. Tekashi did all the talking to get his sentence and all those other guys. Male murder got 24 years. Shotty got 10 years. The other guys one got 7 and 2 got 5. And Tekashi got 2 years because he testified over all of them. Let me show y'all something. And if you want, I will, when you get ready to do your edits, I'll drop you some of this information. Y'all know I'm a publicist, so I keep all records. And all files, all receipts, all records. I'm by the book. Y'all know that.
All right.
This right here. This is valuable information. So Tekashi pled guilty, which automatically gave me a default judgment in the civil case. Remember, it broke on TMZ during the trial. When Harvey and them helped me and broke on TMZ, Sean Shapiro, Complex and them helped me, had lawyers calling me from all around. I chose Joe Tacopina, the same one that just represented Trump and lost with them 34 felonies. He did help beat ASAP, and he was the one that got me capped. So all these lawyers just called me. I'm doing my heavy research on these lawyers. These lawyers come with this awesome, amazing deal, and they're based in New York. Why them niggas was part of the gag? That's one reason they kept me censored for the last 7 years. Wack never wanted me to talk. Tekashi never wanted me to talk. They kept me censored because with me winning the default judgment, Tekashi owed me money. My lawyers, don't talk, don't say nothing, don't talk nothing. I'm like, everybody calling for interviews. I need to get back to work. They don't want me to work. Don't go back to work because my job consists of media. I'm a publicist. Don't go back to work. Don't tell anybody. Just stay in therapy. Keep your medicine. Keep taking your medicine. Just stay unhealed. Just stay unhealed. Just stay in trauma. The whole time is that they were creating this conspiracy through the music industry. You go back, there were no RICOing cases before Tekashi's RICOing case. The last big RICOing case that we had in the music industry was basically like 2009, 2010 when Diddy and all of them got in trouble with that shooting out there in New York. That was like the last big RICOing story.
What is a RICO?
Shine, the Shine and Shine and Diddy them. That was like the last big RICO up until 2018 when Tekashi caught this case that Wack turned over to the feds. And Wack 100 got his promotion to being a federal employee now. Wack started managing Tekashi. They start feeding information to the podcasters, the bloggers, the streamers. When you sign that contract with them streamers companies, you know you basically signing to be a federal agent. They on the spine line paperwork, when you breaking yes and this and that, it says federal guidelines that the feds can come in there at any time and question you about any of those interviews or seize any of the content that you put out. Boom. In order, do you agree? Yes. Okay? So they start creating, I've sat back and I watched it all. So basically, they created these federal informant systems in order to control the narrative of entrapment. So you have these industry informant plants disguised as No Jumpers, Vlad's. Who else are the other ones? I've never watched one a day in my life. Okay. Nobody's interviews. Not even y'all, sorry. Right. But I watch mine. So, because it disgusts me. And then you have, and everybody like, why does Wack know all of this stuff? This is why. Entrapment. The feds paid out last year almost $1 billion to federal informants, $600 million. Entrapments. Everybody who do a blog or a podcast show, shortly, you're involved in some type of federal something.
No, we're not involved in any federal stuff.
Look, you think I would have been here? No, y'all good. Y'all Skyy Lyfe babies. Y'all know better.
All right.
No, Reallyfe got a good name.
Yeah.
Only thing y'all to worry about when rainwater brings somebody here about you wind up getting pulled up by the police or killed fucking with him. Keep that nigga up out of here. But as far as that, no, y'all good. But those other ones.
Okay.
The big ones.
Just making sure everybody
Those
knows.
right there.
All right.
They're paying them to come in and trap the artists. They're paying them, feeding them content. Let's give you the $60,000 to $20,000 to get the interview for him. Ask him these certain type of questions on or off of camera. But this right here is what y'all need to see. Tekashi pled guilty, turned on all of them. That's why they call him a rat. Tekashi talked to the feds 34 times. 34 times. With me being the key witness in the case, I requested from my lawyers to send me the testimonies and the transcripts of everything that he had to say on and off the record. Nobody has privy to these but me.
Reallyfe exclusive.
Nobody has privy to the Tekashi transcripts. All 34 times that he talked to the feds, but me. And I am willing to sell them. Because he still haven't paid me my $30 million. Not one dime. Not one penny.
So, do you think he has $30 million?
I don't give a I don't give a damn if he has 30 cents. He can go sell his kids and his butt. I want my money. I don't care what he got. I haven't got a penny. And I blame my lawyers, Joe Tacopina. I believe that they were part of the system. As I sit back now, my lawyers won't even release me for I can get my money. Go claim my money. My lawyers have kept me censored. My lawyer has played part of the system that I unfortunately got caught up in with Tekashi, Wack 100, 50 Cent, DJ Thorough. These people are part of a whole federal investigation that came in and contaminated our industry. He brought in clout chasing. So many artists died from 2018 starting. I was in LA. It was, as a matter of fact, it was the week of BET Awards when what's his name? Exxon, Triple Exxon.
Tekashi,
yeah, when he got killed. He was the first one. And from there, they just start small. I mean, from there, it's like artists just start getting every week. It done slowed down a lot now.
Yeah, but it was crazy.
For 3 years, it was spiraling out of control. And I really, if I look back, that day, April the 3rd, 2018, when they pulled those choppers on me in my face, is when it all started. And it kept going. Now, that done died down. But it introduced, during this time, the wave of, it kept people distracted while they were able to bring these industry infiltrators in here to create these RICO cases to take down the industry. These right here are so nasty. I've only read 2. I've only read 2. They have so many people's name in them that I've never heard of. I'm going to tell you about one.
Okay.
One of them, Tekashi describes talking to the feds. Well, I don't know none of these people's names. I'm not going to mention any name. I'm just going to tell you this scenario. One of these people that he was hooking up with out in New York that was affiliated with the gang he was affiliated with, he describes flying to San Francisco with them and meeting with a plug, purchasing a whole bunch of narcotics and guns. Now, mind you, he's describing every track and everything that they're doing like he's talking in these transcripts like they're wired. They get out here to the bay. They purchase the stuff. He describes how the stuff comes back in the 18-wheeler. They get back. They go fly back to Jersey 3 days before the truck arrives. He describes how when the truck arrives in Jersey, how they get the stuff and take it to the stash house in Jersey. And they break it down and take it to the 5 different boroughs. That's just a small synopsis of about a 60-page transcript. But he's giving name for name, detail for detail. He's talked 34 times in all these situations, from different market to market to market to market. That's the reason why he came after J. Prince Jr. They've been trying to take down the Prince family for years. But they're so solid, they don't do anything wrong. So why did J. Prince deny what started the altercation? Remember, J. Prince Jr. denied Tekashi access to his birthday party because he didn't like him. Everybody don't gotta like you. You don't gotta like everybody. So he even cockeyed up in his face, and Junior like, no, I'll pass on you, little homie. And Tekashi went on and disrespected him. I'm suck my dick, and tried everything to push himself into the Rap-A-Lot Prince family situation. And it didn't work. But Dirk and them fell for it. Where Dirk at? Where Von at? Everybody you see that WAC 100 them represented, they're all either federal plants or the feds got some on them, and they all know that WAC is feds. Everybody that work with WAC know that WAC is a fed. They're doing what they have to do in order to save their own self. Again, 50, before the robbery, Tekashi was his son. Remember, 50 even dissed his own son and said he loved Tekashi more than he loved his own son. 50, after the robbery, he backed all the way up. Never seen him with Tekashi ever again. Because 50 found that it was fake. This little boy right here, I seen some shit. I ain't gonna say, I love me some Cardi B. He snitched her out so bad. And a lot of people she was with. He talked from Atlanta to Chicago to D. Only place he did not have access to was Texas and Louisiana.
So I have to ask you, you mentioned Cardi B, he got real cool with Nicki Minaj. Is that in there or anything?
I'm gonna save it for the book or they gonna have to buy it.
And how much is that worth right there? How much is that?
He owed me $30 million. He talked 34 times. So it's gonna be $1 million if you want it. I got it though. Whack. He knows what the fuck is up. And matter of fact, I got the card that Wack gave me.
You have that card?
Mm-hmm. When he was New York police hip-hop detective. He was part of the hip-hop crimes unit. Yeah. Yeah. Got that card. You know, I keep everything. I keep all the files. And some of the stuff you can actually pull up, you know, it ain't to pull up my relationship with Tekashi. This boy, my name all in his Wikipedia. He took away all my work. It was so much tied into this. I'm all off on his baby mamas. Like, it's so crazy. For the last 2 years, when I go to get pick my medical insurance plan, it always bounced back that Daniel Hernandez has insurance on me. If you Google Skyy L. Daniels, Daniel Hernandez, Tekashi 6ix9ine come up. And I mean, it's so much that done occurred, so much more has occurred within this amount of time. But what hurt me the most is, you know, for me to find out that my lawyers was part of the sham. My lawyers sold me out, and they were part of the reason that were keeping me censored, keeping me held in trauma, purposely because they knew that WAC was part of the feds and they had this whole organization going on. And they knew I was the missing pieces of the puzzle. When I found this out last year, me and my lawyers bumped heads real bad. They refused to release me. They refused to collect any money because I'm like, man, it's going on 5 years. We've been done won this case in 2019 before he got all these other lawsuits. Can I get my money? Like my husband did, my mama did, my artist did. I can't work. I need my money. And they steady stalling, but I'm steady going through trauma. And they were liking it. It was giving them more and more time to do what they're doing now. And then what really hurt me a lot was when I got to LA, when I found out that Bebe was feeding my secrets, my affiliates, our state secrets upstate to New York. And then when I call, I'm trying to tell Dallas without telling Dallas. I'm just focusing on what he doing to Dallas and not telling them. And I'm trying to let the higher powers that be handle the shit outside of Dallas because he's bigger than Dallas. But I'm still telling Dallas, hey, he's a snake. Hey, he did this to me. He's doing this to y'all. And for me to find out that somebody who I loved Bebe. I loved him so much. He hurt me. I have trust issues. I've always been a standoffish person and real reserved. I've never been really like an approachable person. But now, I still wear my mask. Like, I have real bad social anxiety. Me going from Skyy to socialite to now Skyy, I suffer from a lot of social anxiety. I don't even really like people anymore. Like, it is what it is. You don't think I done called backlash before? So do I have to lose? They done took everything from me. I'm starting over from scratch. Let them say what they say. Who gonna stop me? Ain't nobody ever been to this day. They should have me when they had the chance. They let a real back in the game. So what the they gonna do about it? Come stop me. I want my day in court. I need my day in court. I want to be able to face my accusers, face my oppressor. I want to face my oppressor. I would love to have my day in court. I've never got an apology from none of them. A case of mistaken identity is all they said. After all this I just went through, all this, I lost my husband from this. My man. I lost my mama.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life, it ain't